This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Right now at 6 on Good Morning Indiana.
I hope they see me as connecting what we do in law enforcement with the needs of the community in a way that's allowed us to move forward and closer together.
The Circle City's top cop is stepping down. Only RTV6 is talking to Chief Brian Roach about the decision to leave and the top issues impacting you.
After a pleasant weekend, we have rain moving through the area today. Coming up, I'll have your hour-by-hour forecast.
A downtown accident involving an e-scooter sends a man to the hospital with serious injuries. Working for you, we're breaking down which injuries doctors are seeing most commonly in the emergency room.
And that gift you just ordered online may come in packing you did not expect. This morning, we're helping you prevent a holiday delivery surprise so you don't waste your money.
And it is 6 o'clock here on your Monday morning, December 9th. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Indiana.
And welcome back to you, and happy
you.
Anniversary to you and Brooks. It's good to have you
good to be back.
all back.
Yes, the team is back together, and it is December 9th, but temperatures outside this morning are feeling awfully more spring-like.
I know.
Alyssa, unfortunately, though, these warm temps bring in that rainfall we see behind you.
That's right. So the warm air, it comes with a price, and that price is rainfall. We are going to see rain showers really throughout your Monday. We're seeing some of the heaviest bands moving through this morning to the southeast, moving through Greensburg right now along I-74 to the south of us through North Vernon. We're also seeing some of that to the northeast, moving through Newcastle and into Muncie. We're looking at about a ½ inch of rainfall possible as this system moves through right now. Just seeing that light rainfall right now in Indianapolis. We'll continue to see the potential of light rainfall until the noon hour, and that's when we're going to see a heavier band move through once again. So that's when we're expecting most of the rainfall to happen by midday, and then behind that, we will see those showers become a little bit more scattered in nature for your afternoon, possibly switching to a rain-snow mix by the evening, and that's because we have a cold front that's going to pass through. As that passes through, much colder air is going to settle into place tomorrow. So we are in the 50s today, climbing into the mid-50s this afternoon, but it is cooling off by tomorrow morning. All of those details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. We are still monitoring a traffic issue here on the northwest side, I-65 and 71st Street. You can see it off in the shoulder there, but it's not slowing down traffic traveling northbound or southbound on Interstate 65. So that is good news if you're heading through that area. It is traveling up to speed. Let's take a look, though, farther north here from our traffic maps. Want to take you all the way up to Tippecanoe County here, especially near the Dayton area. Traffic heading southbound on I-65. We do have a crash cleanup ongoing here at State Road 38. For a while, this area was closed. It's looking like at least one lane is open on the southbound interstate. You can take Sagamore Parkway over there to the left of that as a detour. But overall, I think you should be able to get through here. Just give yourself that extra time.
New this morning, the process to find the next Metro Police Chief is underway. Brian Roach will not return for the mayor's second term. We sat down with the chief to discuss why he's stepping down now. We also talked about body cameras and crime in the city.
I, Brian Roach,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear.
In January 2017, Brian Roach was named police chief of IMPD. 3 years later, he's moving on. On his watch, overall crime is down. But fatal shootings continue to pile on. The police union asking, where is the outrage, in a tweet on Friday. It was among the many topics we discussed in our one-on-one interview.
Do you sense the outrage? Do you see the outrage? Where are you on that outrage spectrum?
Yeah, so outrage is an emotion, right? And I think in this position, it's at least it's benefited me to not be too high and not be too low. But it doesn't mean that we don't recognize the issue. Just because I don't call you in and express my emotions or use a term like outrage, it does not mean that it hasn't significantly impacted us as an agency. There's outrage, but it's not communicated emotionally. It's trying to see what occurred and how can we get better and how can we impact it.
Weeks before the mayoral election, the chief had decided not to return.
My wife threw out a year, 1996, and she said that since 19, I said, what do you mean 1996? And she said, well, since then, you've either had a pager back then, right, or a cell phone, and I've been laying next to you as that's gone off in the middle of the night. So I realized the impact that I was probably having on my wife and family.
Chief Roach believes his replacement is within the ranks. He hopes he or she will continue his efforts to hire more women and people of color. He also believes the eventual deployment of body cameras is necessary, especially in building community trust.
Is it your hope that every officer on every shift is wearing one of those, and that it's working and that it's on when it's supposed to be on?
I do, and that's that is the future. I think in the pilot program you saw officers that want it. They think officers are out there doing the right thing, and they want to capture that. But probably the most important thing that I see in the future of body cams is our ability to look at that, share it with the officer, and identify training needs or policy needs that we may need to change.
As far as the violence, the chief says his executive team holds daily briefings to discuss how to deal with daily issues. In our next half hour, the chief addresses the issue of potential bias and traffic stops and the new training and what's being done to identify guns involved in crimes. In his 3 years as the chief, he points to several successes on the job, including the return of community-based beat policing, the establishment of the Crime Gun Intelligence Center, which has helped pinpoint guns used in crimes. 2,900 guns have been identified this year alone. The department's effort to increase diversity within the ranks and improving officer training on fair and impartial policing to address implicit bias. What was scheduled to be a 10-minute interview turned out to be a 35-minute discussion. The entire unedited interview with the chief is posted right now as a digital extra on theindychannel.com.
A man is recovering in the hospital after police say he was involved in an accident right outside of Lucas Oil Stadium. Police say they believe it's possible that man was on a motorized scooter at the time of the crash. Our Kelsey Anderson joins us live this morning from downtown with all the details. Kelsey, this serves as a warning to anyone who utilizes those scooters.
Yeah, that's right. Right now, that man is said to be in stable condition, according to IMPD. But when he left the scene to go to the hospital, they say he was in critical condition on Saturday. So this accident happened around 7 o'clock Saturday night near all those Big Ten festivities. And while police are still trying to figure out what happened during this incident, the Indiana University School of Medicine released a study saying e-scooter accidents spiked in Indianapolis in 2018. And according to their research, out of 68 patients, the top injuries from e-scooter accidents were to the wrist, ankle, shoulder, and head. Now, researchers behind this study say that they found some ways that they think that we could bring those scooter accidents down. The first one being to put an emphasis on safety gear, wearing that helmet while you're riding that scooter around town. And then also they say that they think that their research shows, that if they lower the speed limit on those e-scooters, that less injuries will happen. Reporting live, Kelsey Anderson, RTV6.
Kelsey, thank you. Time now 6:08 after being delayed. Construction on a key street bringing you into the downtown area is set to begin this morning. Take a listen. Illinois Street between McCarty and South Streets was originally set to close last week. We told you about that, but because of extra traffic expected for that Big Ten championship game over the weekend, it was pushed back. The work is being done to complete construction work on part of the Dig Indy tunnel system. The system is a 28-mile network of underground tunnels that will be complete by the year 2025. Officials say it will nearly eliminate sewer overflows in Marion County. Now, Illinois Street is expected to be closed until July. You can take Missouri Street or even Madison Avenue as detours to get downtown.
The time now is 6:09. A driver who noticed tire tracks leading to a pond in Plainfield led to the discovery of a truck inside a retention pond with a man dead inside. Emergency crews were called to Fieldstone Lane and Newberry Road in Plainfield around 9 Sunday morning. Plainfield police located what they believed was a vehicle in the pond. The Danville Fire Department's dive team responded and pulled that truck from that body of water. A man who has not been identified yet was found inside of that truck. Autopsy results have yet to be released. And new this morning, a man is facing charges in connection to a bank robbery in Brownsburg. A 37-year-old Christopher Caseladin was arrested after an armed robbery at Huntington Bank on North Green Street. Now, this happened around 10:30 Saturday morning. Police say employees named him as a suspect and that he allegedly gave a letter to the worker saying that he had a gun and needed money. He was arrested Sunday and is being held without bond.
At 6:10, a family is asking for your help after a classic Oldsmobile and family heirloom was stolen from Noblesville. Take a look at this car. It's a 1977 Oldsmobile Delta 88 and was stolen from the Prairie Lakes apartment complex. Jack Hutchins inherited the car from his father. He was there that day in 1977 when his father bought the now classic vehicle. Hutchins says it was only driven on special occasions and had only about 64,000 miles on it. The car became Jack's 17 years ago when his father passed away.
I inherited it. It was my dad's. My dad and I worked together. My dad and I fished together. He was my buddy. It belongs back with the family.
Hutchins is hoping that someone out there will spot his classic Oldsmobile that once belonged to his father and help to get it back. If you see that vehicle, please call police.
The world is facing a massive pilot shortage. Coming up at 6:14, we're checking back in with an Indianapolis-based aviation academy working to attract the next generation of aviators. Alyssa.
And we had a pretty nice weekend, but today is a Storm Team 6 alert day, and that's because of this active radar behind me. We have showers moving throughout the day, much colder air to follow. I'll break down everything you need to know coming up.
Really pick the perfect match that will set them up for success.
For more than a year, our Hiring Hoosiers initiative has been connecting you to jobs, resources, and training.
So in February, we first told you about a pilot shortage, which is only expected to grow over the next decade.
And our Amanda Starantino shows us how Indianapolis-based Aviation Academy is designed to attract the next generation of aviators.
Indy Tower Diamond Simulator. Turning final, runway 23 left.
Mike Schott is a newly certified flight instructor at Lift Academy in Indianapolis. After college, he worked a sales job for 2 years while getting his pilot's license before taking his hobby to the next level with a learning opportunity here at Lift.
Coming to Lift, it kind of allowed me to be fully immersed into aviation.
Lift Academy costs $65,000 from start to finish, an investment for a long career. This new program started just this past year, sponsored by Republic Airways, where students are trained by aviation professionals in a classroom setting on advanced flight simulators and aircrafts.
This really allowed me to dive into the studies, be around people that are going through the same thing I'm going through.
Lift Academy is job placement focused, making this an available opportunity for Hoosier aviation enthusiasts to get their career off the ground.
It provides high quality, extremely technologically advanced training at an affordable price point.
Matt Koskell of Republic Airways and Lift Academy says this program is an effort to combat the pilot shortage with a solution.
The students who actually come into Lift Academy upon admissions acceptance to Lift Academy also have a guaranteed employment with Republic Airways as a first officer.
Once students complete their 2 years of training, Lift will hire them as a flight instructor, a job that starts at $30 an hour as they work up to their 1,500 flight hours.
They will actually automatically matriculate up to our first officer program. They'll start with Republic Airways as a first officer. Those students will actually make a first year pay of about $60,000, and they upgrade to captain with about 3 years, but within 5 years they'll be making about $100,000 annually.
Lift is gearing up young Hoosiers to fill the looming empty cockpits and creating our future workforce with direct paths to employment.
Dream job, be an airline pilot. I get to come to work and I get to fly airplanes 30,000 feet in the sky for a living versus going to sit behind a desk.
That was our own Amanda Starantino reporting there. And Lift is not only working to meet the needs of the global pilot shortage, but the program is also seeking to add more women to the cockpit. For more information on Lift Academy and information on how you can apply, you can just visit our website, hiringhoosiers.com, and click on that story. All right. if you're heading out maybe to catch a flight, even heading on the roads, you're going to run into some rain showers today.
You need a big, huge umbrella.
Yeah.
Like a dome.
Like that would fit the three of us?
Yeah.
Well, we're not huge, but the umbrella was
Grab your 3-person umbrella today.
Yes.
That's my advice, because it is going to be a wet and windy start to the week. Monday, we are seeing showers throughout our day. The good news is it's not going to last long. We are going to see a change by tomorrow morning, but that change comes with drier air and colder air. It's going to be much cooler to start our Tuesday, and that cold air is sticking with us throughout much of the week. By the weekend, though, we're going to see those temperatures climbing back to average into the 40s with drier conditions. Today, though, starting in the 40s and 50s. We're at 51 degrees in Bloomington, 49 in Indianapolis, 48 in Kokomo. So we are about 20 degrees above average for our morning lows. Those winds right now are out of the south, about 15 miles per hour. And you can see we do have those rain showers. That is on our radar this morning. We have these showers moving across central Indiana. Light showers right now in Indianapolis and to the north of us. We are seeing a few bands of heavier showers in there as well. Most of that has moved off to the east at this point, moving into Richmond and into Muncie right now. We are likely going to continue to see hit and miss showers this morning, and then the heaviest band of showers is expected midday. So here's a look at TrueCast. Here we are this morning. We have those light showers moving through, and then by the noon hour, that's when we're going to see that band of heavier showers moving through. That's when we're expected to get most of that accumulation from that precipitation, looking at about a ½ an inch of rainfall possible as this system moves across central Indiana for your Monday. By the afternoon, a little bit more scattered in nature with those showers. Just going to see those on and off for our afternoon and early evening. Later tonight could switch to a rain-snow mix briefly, but the good news with that is we are not going to see that snow stick to the ground because of those warm temperatures that we're seeing throughout the day today, and just a slight chance of seeing those flurries out there. So what's going on right now is we have this mild air in place, and then we have this cold front that's going to pass through this afternoon. As it does, taking that cold air from the north with it. So we're going to see this Arctic blast impact us tomorrow and into Wednesday morning. Those temperatures starting in the 20s tomorrow morning. So today we're starting in the 50s across the area, about 26 degrees by tomorrow morning at the same time. So you don't need the warm jacket today. You just need the umbrella. By tomorrow morning, though, you will need that warm jacket because we are also going to see those wind chills in the teens Tuesday and Wednesday morning before we start to recover with those temperatures a little bit. Today, starting in the 50s with those light showers, heaviest rainfall expected midday. Then we're switching to just some scattered showers this afternoon. A little bit of a breezy day as well with those winds about gusting around 20 miles per hour later today. Tomorrow, much colder air, 32 degrees for your high on Tuesday.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. We do have our live drive out on the road showing you what you can expect as you get behind the wheel this morning. Here is a live look right now from our photographer out here. Looks like he's hopping on I-70 eastbound, leaving the downtown area, and you can see those windshield wipers working hard this morning. It is raining, but luckily traffic here is still traveling up to speed. The rain not slowing you down too much on the roads. Let's take a look at our map, though. Want to continue to update you on this crash we're monitoring up in Tippecanoe County. This was closed for a short period of time, but now we know at least one lane is open on southbound I-65 at State Road 38. Traffic is slow heading through that area as that crash cleanup continues, but I think you can get through there without having to reroute.
The time now is 6:20, and the next time you fly, be careful where you leave your boarding pass. It's easy to forget about it once you're on your plane, but those barcodes, they contain a lot of your personal information. All someone would need is a barcode scanner to access it, and those are pretty widely available. A cybersecurity expert tells the Huffington Post someone could get your full name, your birth date, and your airline account number, and sometimes the barcode will also contain your email address and your phone number. Keep your information safe. Experts say a mobile boarding pass instead of a printed one is a good idea, and they say never post a picture of your boarding pass online.
While you're doing your holiday shopping, consider this. Returning things we bought online because they don't fit or look right is expected to cost $550 billion next year. However, that soon could be a problem of the past. Levi's CEO recently said he thinks clothing sizes will be obsolete in the next 10 years. That's all thanks to laser and body scan technology. It's similar to TSA scanners and machines used in the fitness industry to give more accurate health measurements, but think smaller.
Now we can use iPads. We can use mobile phones by really just taking them across and around our body to create really great three-dimensional measurements.
Some smaller companies like Red Thread are already selling customized fitted clothes to anyone with a smartphone. They are a little pricey, though. Nike launched its custom fit shoes earlier this year. And don't forget, Raphael is a size medium for now.
Well, after Thanksgiving, maybe a small large.
Yeah.
An extra medium.
Oh, my goodness. Well, speaking of that, holiday gifts, they are being delivered to your doorstep. New, though, at 6:27, why a new shipping strategy could spoil your holiday surprise. That story and more coming up after the break.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. Our trending 6 because of the global brand with an Indiana connection. You see, Coca-Cola is celebrating its 100th anniversary of becoming a publicly traded company. The Coke says it made its initial public offering back in 1919. An original $40 share and reinvested dividends would be worth now more than $18 million today. The original glass Coca-Cola bottle has a Hoosier connection. You see, it was designed just west of Indianapolis in the city of Terre Haute. See?
And speaking of Coca-Cola, you know what animals love Coca-Cola? Polar bears.
Sure.
And dozens of polar bears have invaded a small village in search of food, prompting bear patrols and halting public activities for about 500 residents. Environmentalists say climate change might be to blame. According to WWF, higher than usual temperatures are causing ice to melt, affecting the bears' hunting habitats. About 60 polar bears, young and old, descended on the town. The WWF say nearly all the bears were thin.
Oh. Well, actor Tom Holland says a not entirely sober phone conversation may have helped keep the Spider-Man character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He said he sent Disney CEO Bob Iger an email asking to talk, but when Iger actually called, Holland was several pints in at his local pub. Earlier this year, it seemed that Spider-Man's future participation in the MCU was threatened because of an issue with Sony, which owns the rights. All right, people are going to be talking about the weather right now, and I just got to say, I'm getting a few raindrops on me here in the studio. I think we have a little leak. I could barely keep it together during those stories.
I was wondering why you guys were laughing when I was talking about the dying polar bears.
It's raining on
Yeah, it's
Lauren
literally
in the
raining
studio.
right here.
Is
So
it
I
really?
can't see. Yeah, I felt a few drops.
Okay.
So that's how hard it is raining out there. It's sprung a leak.
Engineering, we're going to need you.
We want to give you we want to give you the full
Getting
life
wet.
experience, right?
Right. We want to make it realistic to what's going on outside, just the same in studio. So you're going to need the umbrella. Lauren should probably grab one right now. You are going to need it as you head out the door this morning. We have rain showers possible throughout the day today, with the heaviest showers expected by midday, and then we'll see those become a little bit more scattered by the afternoon. 55 degrees for our high today. We're in the 50s right now, so it's a warm day with a little bit of gusty winds in there as well. We're cooling off quite a bit by tomorrow morning.
The time now is 6:27, and we have a warning to all parents about having that holiday gift delivered to your front door.
More and more retailers this year are shipping items in their original box to save on packaging costs.
Working for you, John Mattery shows you that can spoil a child's surprise, so you don't waste your money.
If you have young children or grandchildren, you've probably heard of LOL Surprise, a box filled with dolls to surprise a little girl. But one mom is furious with the way that gift arrived unboxed on her doorstep, ruining the whole surprise. Nicole Buckman is stunned at what showed up at her front door. Her Target Black Friday order of LOL Surprise dolls.
I couldn't even get this to her anyways.
All beat up with the bottom ripped open. And worse, her little girl saw it.
I had ordered my 5-year-old daughter the LOL Glamper from Target. She's been talking about it all year, her favorite present.
But Christmas came early this year.
Comes home from school and it's sitting on the front porch, not in a shipping box or anything.
Ruining any surprise.
She is ecstatic because she got the LOL Glamper, which it was supposed to be her present from Santa.
So we checked with Target and learned that the retailer does warn about some items that are shipped unboxed. However, you need to look carefully at the shipping details to find that. If you click on shipping details, a new window opens up saying this item won't be concealed in a Target box. It suggests parents have it sent to their workplace or a relative's house or shipped to store. Nicole says the warning should have been more prominent.
There was nothing when I checked out stating that. I never imagined it would not ship in a shipping box.
There should be a caution to parents if you're not sure how a toy ships, use ship to store instead. That way you don't ruin a surprise, you don't waste your money. I'm John Matteries. Good morning, Indiana.
John, thank you. It is Monday, December 9th, and here is a look at your 6:30 news feed. Brownsburg police are asking for tips as they continue to search for a missing woman. 35-year-old Diana Humphrey was reported missing on December 3rd. Police say her mother had not been in contact with her for more than 24 hours and was concerned. If you have information about Humphrey's whereabouts, please call the Brownsburg police.
A place that is meant to bring joy to families during the holidays is the victim of vandals. Police are asking for help identifying these suspects. They're accused of vandalizing one of the stores at the Chris Kindle Market Sunday morning. The people in these images are believed to have been involved in the vandalism. If you know who they are, you're asked to call Carmel Police.
After being delayed, construction on a key street through downtown Indianapolis is set to begin this morning. Illinois Street between McCarty and South Streets was originally set to close last week. The work is being done to complete construction work on part of the Dig Indy tunnel system. Road work on Illinois Street is expected to wrap up in July.
Disappointment for Colts Nation this morning. The team falling short in Tampa, losing to the Buccaneers 35-38. The Colts have dropped 5 of 6 and start third in the AFC South. Jacoby Brissett completed 19 of 36 passes for 251 yards, 2 TDs, and no interceptions for Indianapolis.
IU football headed to Florida for the Gator Bowl. The Hoosiers will face Tennessee for the game in January. Indiana will go into the game with an 8-4 record, the most since 1993. Tennessee finished the regular season with a 7-5 record. The Gator Bowl has been held since 1946 and is the 6th oldest bowl game in college football.
All right, we are going to get right to it here on this Monday morning. Alyssa Donovan here with us. It is raining outside, and Alyssa, you said if it's not raining right now in everyone's neighborhood, it'll be there eventually.
Yes, it will be, or it already has, but it will be definitely by the midday hour. That's when we're expecting the most rainfall across the area. I also want to start with, it is warm outside today.
It is. So there's an upside, I suppose.
That's the upside. That's the silver lining. So you can see we have these low-level clouds, not seeing fog out there, but we are seeing that visibility down right around 6 miles in Indianapolis. We are seeing those very warm temperatures, though. 49 degrees right now in Indy, 48 in Kokomo, 52 in Muncie, 51 in Bloomington. So a warm start to a warm and rainy day. We have these rain showers moving across the area right now. The heaviest showers have moved through Indianapolis for this morning. We're seeing those moving into Richmond right now and down into Brookville as well as Newcastle. Here in Indy, just seeing some light showers right now, but then by the noon hour, we are going to see those rain chances increase. That's when we're expecting the heaviest rainfall, looking at about a ½ inch of rain expected by the time this system moves through, and then we're going to see those chances decrease by the afternoon. So just scattered showers later today. Also a breezy day. Those winds will be out of the southwest, about 15 miles per hour. Those gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Our high today right around 55 degrees.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. And you can see the rain from our live drive vehicle. This is what you can expect as you get behind the wheel this morning. Our photographer Jonathan Christian's here in the driver's seat. This is a dash cam view of I-465 northbound heading up the northeast side of town. You can see traffic is still traveling up to speed, and that is great news as you're heading out to kick off your Monday.
The new year will bring a new police chief for Indianapolis, with the current top cop stepping down and retiring.
The chief, Brian Roach, believes that his replacement is right now within the ranks. But we also asked him about gun violence and his decision to change police training. The police-involved shooting death of Aaron Bailey in June 2017 during a traffic stop would be among the high-profile events to test Police Chief Brian Roach 6 months into his new job.
This was a tragic situation for the Bailey family, for those 2 officers and their families.
The officers in the incident were cleared, and Chief Roach is credited for putting in place new training to deal with implicit bias.
To think that there are young black males out there that are scared when an officer walks up to their car, fearing death That's something I think we needed to change.
Do you feel that people who live in Indianapolis, if they happen to be of color, have less to fear now that this training has been put in place because of that? Or are you hoping that people don't feel that because they are of color, driving down Washington Street or Meridian, that because they happen to be of color, that they will be pulled over?
I don't know that I can change the perception, but what I can say is we're really working on the officers so that whatever has happened in the past happens less, so that that feeling on the other side doesn't occur.
The spike in gun-related violence led to the creation of the Gun Intelligence Unit under the chief's watch. Instead of waiting up to 6 months, detectives now can get details about a weapon within 2 days. That information is now shared to determine if the weapon was used in any other crime in the region.
Those people who have a gun charge, who are carrying a gun illegally, shouldn't have it. They've got to be held accountable for that, and we're not doing that.
We talked for 35 minutes, and as he reflected on the community and his fellow officers, he shared his emotions.
There's some reward to know that people think highly of the organization that you serve and lead, and so. But, that's probably what makes it emotional.
So you'll miss this place?
Yeah, I'll miss it. Miss the people.
So, Raphael, where is the mayor on making a choice for the new police chief? You did hint that it could be someone already within the ranks locally, or it could be someone who we might know nationally.
Yeah, so it will be the mayor's choice, but I'm told that the mayor has already spoken to at least one potential local candidate. Chief Roach says his replacement, he believes, is already working for the city.
The mayor will do what the mayor wants to do, but I think the ability to lead this agency exists within the staff that I've put together.
So that person could have been in the picture you saw there to your right. My complete unedited discussion with the chief, Chief Roach, is an RTV6 digital extra. The video is posted right now on our website, theindychannel.com.
It is 6:36 and a man is recovering in the hospital after police say he was involved in a crash right outside of Lucas Oil Stadium, and they say they believe it's possible that man was on a motorized scooter at the time of the crash. Our Kelsey Anderson is joining us live this morning with the details and what you need to know if you hop on one of these scooters. Kelsey.
Good morning. Yes, this man that was involved in this accident is listed in stable condition this morning, according to IMPD officers. But when he was taken from the scene on Saturday night, he was in critical condition. So this accident happened Saturday night around 7 o'clock near the Big Ten festivities. And while police are still trying to figure out what exactly happened during this incident, the Indiana University School of Medicine released a study saying e-scooter accidents spiked in Indianapolis in 2018. And according to their research, out of 68 patients, the top injuries from e-scooter accidents were to the wrist, ankle, shoulder, and head. Now, researchers behind this study say their study found that there are a couple ways we can bring those accident rates down. The first one being emphasizing the importance of safety gear when you're riding those scooters, having people wear those helmets on the e-scooters. And the other one they think is to bring down the speed limit on the e-scooters. They say maybe if they go a little bit slower, the accidents might go down. Reporting live, Kelsey Anderson, RTV6.
Kelsey, thanks. A new program being offered by Indiana State University aims to help deaf students in the classroom. New at 6:41, why the program is the first of its kind.
I gotta have high hopes for a living. Shoot for the stars.
Hey, here's your chance to check out the new Brown County Music Center. Keep watching to possibly win tickets to see the eclectic covers of Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox. You can see the new Music Center and get fudge in Brown County. What more could you want? It's 6:38 and you're watching Good Morning Indiana.
I was gonna be that one in a million.
Your replacement window hero. A man accused of robbing at least 9 businesses across central Indiana, sometimes violently, is due in court later today. IMPD announced the arrest of Jerry Davis on Friday. He faces several charges in connection to a string of robberies last month, including strangulation and battery. The robberies span from November 8th to November 20th. You can see they happened in different parts of the city at different types of businesses, from gas stations to retail stores to restaurants. In several cases, Davis is accused of assaulting employees. employees.
At 6:41, we are covering education for you this morning. Indiana State University out in Terre Haute is offering a new teacher license program to help train educators to work with deaf students. The program will take 2 years to complete, and it will be offered through the university's By College of Education. According to the Council for Education of the Deaf, there's a national crisis in deaf education due to a significant shortage of qualified teachers. That program is scheduled to begin next month. And Purdue University has approved new buildings on its West Lafayette campus. They will house the school's bands and data science programs. The new $40 million data science building will be 4 stories, and it will create more space for research. The $20 million music facility will give dedicated space to produce more than 30 ensembles, concert bands, and orchestras. Construction is being paid for with private donations. The music building is set to open in December 2021, and the data science building in the year 2022.
So let's talk about your health. An unexpected strand of the flu is giving the season its earliest start in more than 15 years. The CDC says the virus is hitting the South really hard right now with a version that's not typically seen until the spring. Health officials say there's a decent chance flu season could peak early because of this. If you haven't already gotten your flu shot, the CDC is urging you get it right now.
You can make a life-saving donation to help fellow Hoosiers. After the break, the Colts join us live in studio with how you can pay it forward before the holidays. Alyssa.
And we have a wet and rainy Monday ahead. We are also seeing some breezy conditions. These showers moving through today, not going to last long. Much colder air behind this. All of those details coming up in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
402-7464.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. The time right now is 6:45, and here's a live look to the southwest side, I-465 near Man Road. Lots of traffic out that way in both directions, eastbound and westbound. Pretty heavy, but it is still moving, so that is good news. We'll continue to keep you updated on any crashes or delays.
All right, the Colts may have suffered a tough loss yesterday, but we're going to talk about something positive today in terms of the Colts.
Yes, we're joined by Stephanie Pemberton of the Colts, and I think Blue is just making his arrival as well this morning. Fashionably late. There's some traffic out there, and they are joining us this morning to talk all about the Bleed Blue blood drive. It's something important, an issue that impacts all of us here as Hoosiers. You never know when you're going to need a blood donation, transfusion. So, Stephanie, tell us a little bit about this event you guys have coming up.
Yeah, so this is our 20th annual Bleed Blue blood drive. So we've established quite a legacy here in Indiana, doing this every year. Our partners at Versity have been so great this year. We are putting on another big event down at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday, December 21st from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can come down, donate blood, and we'll have the field open with a bunch of activities. There'll be movies showing on the big screen, some holiday festivities going on in the plaza, so lots of fun things happening. And everyone who participates in the blood drive will receive one of these Jack Doyle footballs.
Oh, cool.
As our special thank you gift for giving that gift of life. So, as I said, 20th year, we've helped over 123,000 Hoosiers receive the gift of blood through this blood drive. So, fans are encouraged to go on and make a donation. You can go to colts.com/bleedblue and make your donation, get your time slot all reserved, and then come down on Saturday, December 21st.
And the nice thing about this is oftentimes people say, I don't have that roughly an hour to give because, you know, on the weekends I want to spend time with my family. This is something the whole family can come out to, and you guys have things that will distract the kids while mom and dad are donating.
Like this guy.
The babysitter
Blue's
here.
the official babysitter of the luncheon. Now, we do have childcare provided, though, so while you're donating, absolutely, if you want to bring your kiddos with you, we have childcare while you donate, and then you can go out and, to your point, have a great family day together, go out on the field, get pictures, see Santa, all that fun stuff.
And that's so cool because, you know, we think about Lucas Oil Stadium. Not everyone gets to go to Colts games, and not everyone gets to go on the field. So, especially for the kiddos, that'd be a really cool experience.
No, absolutely. And I think we see just a tremendous amount of families come out for this event. There's a lot of new blood donors, too, for this event. People that haven't maybe donated in the past that say, you know what, I'll give it a try. I want to get that cool football and come down to the stadium and check it out. Now, you know, if you can't donate for whatever reason, you can still come down and enjoy all the festivities. It's certainly not a requirement in order to join us. But if you are able to give and donate, we certainly encourage it.
Looks like Blue's already had enough for this morning. Well, where can people go to find out more details, including where to sign up and all that?
So Colts.com/bleedblue is the official website. So details are there, and then there's a link to make your appointment and get your time slot locked in.
Awesome. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for being with us here today. Blue, where you at?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, braving the weather. All right, we do want to get a check of our forecast right now. Alyssa, it is a Storm Team 6 alert day.
That's right. We are seeing those rain showers moving across the area right now, moving through central Indiana. Indianapolis is seeing a little bit of a lull right now, but we are going to continue to see the potential of those showers this morning. Most of the heaviest rain has moved off to the northeast, and we are going to continue to see that potential throughout the day today. Our heaviest rain expected right around the midday hour. So we are seeing those showers right now, and then we'll see the heaviest rainfall midday, and then behind that, much cooler air will settle in. So we're going to see scattered showers by this afternoon. We also have the potential of a rain-snow mix in there later today as cold air moves through. I see you, Blue. I know you want to come in here. I know it's your, I knew that's what you were going to do. So behind that, all right, we're not going to get through this forecast, are we? Colder air. We're going to see blue on the map. Blue air moves in. Very cold air settles in as that system moves across the area. We're going to see those temperatures drop off. So this morning we're starting in the 50s, and then by tomorrow morning we're into the 20s with those wind chills in the teens. So a big change coming our way. Today the main impact is going to be that rainfall and those warmer temperatures. Tomorrow much cooler air settles in behind this system. So today, starting in the 50s this morning, highs will reach the mid-50s. So it's going to be well above average. Usually our highs are right around 40 degrees this time of year. We're also going to see some gusty winds, those wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour at times this afternoon as that system continues to push across the area. Looking at about a ½ inch of rainfall, with the heaviest rain coming right around the noon hour and then becoming a little bit more scattered by the afternoon. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, we're going to see those temperatures drop off tomorrow morning into the 20s. Those wind chills in the teens staying in the 20s Wednesday and Thursday morning as well, with those temperatures only climbing into the mid-30s by the afternoon. Tuesday and Wednesday, Blue, you got it. Can you point to the warmest temperatures on the map, because that's close. Close. You almost had it. Warmest temperatures are today, and then we are dropping way off for the rest of the week. We're back into the 40s by the weekend. He's got it. He's highlighting the warmest day in the forecast. Thank you so much, Blue. So helpful.
All right, Alyssa and Blue, thank you so much. Let's take a look at those wet roads right now. This is our live drive vehicle. Our photographer Jonathan Christian's in the driver's seat, heading back towards the downtown area on westbound on I-70. You can see the windshield wipers working hard this morning. Wet roads, use caution as you're heading out there, but the good news here on the east side, everything is traveling up to speed.
A simple act inspiring others across the country to thank delivery drivers. Coming up, we're catching up with one Fisher's mom on how she's using the viral video to inspire her daughter.
And music fans, the moment that you have been waiting for right now, your chance to win 2 tickets to see Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox live in concert. That show is set for Thursday, December the 12th at the Brown County Music Center. All you have to do right now, be the 6th caller by calling 317-269-1459. Good luck. For life, visit the Hiring Hoosiers job board.
Welcome back. 6:54 on your Monday, and here's a live look at some police activity at the ramp system, I-69 and I-465. Traffic is still getting by okay, but a heads up, we do have some slowdowns on southbound I-69 at this hour as you're heading past 82nd Street towards this ramp system, so give yourself just a few extra minutes.
Wow. Oh, this is sweet. Oh, wow. Get out of here. This is sweet. Oh, this is so nice.
This video that has gone viral, if you haven't seen it yet, just take a look at those moves right there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's the reaction from a delivery driver to find snacks and drinks at the door of a home where he was delivering a package. The video is now inspiring other families across the country to follow suit.
So we caught up with Marissa Cunningham and her daughter, who live in Fishers in Hamilton County.
Yeah, and they say that viral video inspired their own family.
I thought it was pretty cool
So I wanted to do it because I like giving back to people.
When you think about mail carriers, you know, our lives are so hectic and so busy, and Amazon and all the internet sites, they make it real easy for us nowadays just to click a button and boom, it shows up at our door. But they're the ones, you know, increased volume during the holiday times, working every day, you know, delivering packages in the darkness at night, and it's cold, it can be snowy, rainy, and just to possibly put maybe they are hungry, maybe they are thirsty, just put a little smile on their face, that brings joy to my heart.
Well, the Cunninghams say multiple drivers have grabbed snacks while dropping off a package. They say it's important to give back and spread love, especially during the holidays.
So porch pirates, leave the packages alone and don't touch
the snacks.
They're not for you.
I know. Oh, that's a sweet idea, though.
That's a great idea.
And it is raining for all the postal workers and mail carriers today.
It's not a great day for deliveries at all. We are going to see rain showers throughout the day today. The good news is it is a warm day, but that does come with the price of rain showers. The heaviest rain expected midday with just scattered showers by the afternoon. Could switch to a rain-snow mix later tonight as well. Not likely that snow would stick to the ground, though, just because of the warm air that we're seeing throughout our Monday. Much colder air to follow, though. By tomorrow morning, that cold blast of air settles in. We'll see temperatures in the 20s tomorrow morning, only reaching about freezing by the afternoon. The good news is dry the rest of the week until Friday, where temperatures climb back into the 40s.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us. We're back here in 25 minutes and all throughout Good Morning America with local news, weather, and, of course, traffic updates.
All your news throughout the day can be found on the RTV6 app.
Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.